Hey, what's up? What's up? I am sorry. You know what happened? I didn't know, and I kind of got a little late. So I think I'm 15 minutes late to this stream. So how are you guys doing? What's up, man? So that's a drawing I did yesterday. Uh, what's up? So not quite much for a day. So I had to do a lot of work for my place. Go here, there. I slept pretty late, as forever, and yeah, so that's about it. What's up with you? Thank you. Who's here? Gur Gursirat Kaur. Thanks a ton, man. So yeah, let's get to it. What's up? Also send me request. Or either I was thinking to do something dark, like a skull or something. So that's what I thought of. Are you go? I'll draw whatever you ask me to draw. And let me get up. I need to cut this. So yeah, I need requests. If you have requests, that'll be awesome. If you don't have any requests, then I'll just draw on my own. And you know, so that's the plan. These days I'm making too much of these girls. I don't know what is wrong with me. Those cyber kind of. I was thinking, falling devil, please. Oh, okay. That's interesting. So, but that's not a specific character, right? It could be anything, like a devil falling from sky. Is that what you're saying? All right. So why not? Why not a devil falling from the sky? Hmm. Let me think of a pose first, and then we can start. So the pose should be. It's gonna be dark, right? All right. Just search it up. Yeah, all right. You want me to do anything like in that sort? All right, let's do this. I hope that the light is all right, and then we can finally start with this. I hope light gets better. And all right, so start. All right, this is gonna be crazy. I found a good image that I can draw or try drawing, but it's gonna take a while. I kind of like this image, really like this. Called that, uh, you know, Renaissance feel to it. All right, let's do this. Can you see this page, right? So I'm gonna start with an HB first. Just laying out the structure of his feathers. Let's see how long do I take to draw this one, right? So I've started at 4:31. That's my time. Should I write the title here? So that's one of his wing with all the feathers. These should be dark. I mean, that looks super cool. That would look super cool if I darken this. Falling Devil, is it lady? Is it a specific character? Because what I'm drawing from is a reference. It's a girl falling down. So, all right. So that's where the arm comes. That's the hand. That's the torso. That's the bending over body. That's the skirt. All right, I didn't know about the character, but I'm just drawing now. So I hope this is something that kind of resonates with you. So yeah, I'll give it super detail. Don't worry, it'll make it look exciting, even if it looks kind of dumb right now. But that's all right. The detail of her feet. She's now wearing no shoes. She's got her feet dirty from the coal and the lava burning in hell. That's her other feet. Toes, tiny toes. Devil needs to be looking mean but helpless. Can't make her look cute. Shouldn't make her look cute, right? Alright, so just a second, guys. Right. Right. I'm sorry, I think I was drawing a little further away from the page. So yeah, that's better. Let's give some details. For the drawing to make sense, you need to have details. For some odd reason, I gave her a shorter skirt. However, let's keep drawing. All right, that's an arm. It's another hand. What song are you guys playing? Are you listening to any songs? You know, with me, it's kind of really opposite. I love to draw in silence. And a lot of people that I know, like good artists, they can't draw without music. There's this friend of mine, he watches news while drawing. It's the funniest thing one could do. I'd never watch news at all. Like, I seriously have no clue of what's happening around the world. Because that gives me too much of anxiety. So in case I don't get any more requests, I'll just keep drawing this. I don't mind. So I'll finish this with some paint. That's the plan. Alright, let's do this. Try to finish this up quickly. However, never good at my plans. It's kind of quiet. I like that. Trying to give a darker gradation. Sort of gonna give it a ash-like feel, falling and so gonna do a little bit of detail on her body because it's not needed. The wings and the dark feathers will create more dramatic effect. Also, it kind of conceptually makes the sense of the body not being important. What's up? Hey virus, how you doing? I am good. I am pretty well. Doing great. Taking the first request. So it's what's up. That is what's up. What's up with you? So yeah, guys, I'm still waiting for you guys to send me more requests. Or I'm gonna do is I will just keep painting this for the next hour. It's a very unusual request that we got. I'm using a reference, but I'll kind of give it my own flow. Because I don't want to copy exactly, also that it'll take me a lifetime to copy something exactly the way it is being referenced. Also, it kind of takes away the fun, right? If you just copy. So yeah, let's give a little more detail over this wing. Oh, I didn't make the other wing, right? That is so stupid. So the other wing should come over here. But it needs to be lighter. So what if I just... Yeah, I kind of like it. However, I should not draw this entirely, just to give it a depth of field. Also, this will add sort of a movement to the piece as if she's falling down. And that was the initial idea. I'm just giving it light tone for the background. This paper isn't super strong, so I won't give too much. I won't soak this entirely in water, otherwise That would have been really nice if I could just entirely soak this paper with water and give that wet and wet effect. But choices, right? Also, I didn't know I'll get such an interesting request. Cheers to that. All right, so let's apply some more detail over the feather and her body, and then do the background quickly. I think I'm painting since past 15 minutes. Yep, I think it's been like 15 minutes since I started. So the feel of this drawing, I'll try to keep it more sketchy, like, because we are doing this on a deadline of sharp time, and time isn't stopping, and we are also not stopping at all. And that's the buzz of having this session, not stopping at all, pushing it more. What's up with you guys? Thank you for watching. I'm just being myself. Look, there's a stain from this page. This page is kind of really old, from an old sketchbook. I tore it apart this morning to draw something. I can give this dress a little more flow. How about this? Alright, so for the detail, just created the environment quickly of how this could be, but we'll still kind of, not being lazy and everything, but I thought to give lesser detail on her body, but it's not making sense at all. So I'm gonna do is right after this, I'll apply a little more detail to the body. All right, quick question: should I color it or not? Should I give it a color or not? Since nobody's replying to that question, what I'll do is I will not add any color except for black, and with this tone kind of gives it a scary dark effect. Also, these broken strokes kind of go with the thought of being broke, being falling, punished. So I think that was the essence of this drawing. However, let's just quickly give this more detail and we can move to something else. And so whoever's watching, please send me requests if you want me to draw something for you, and I will quickly try to paint it for you. I was thinking after like this week or next week, I will make a contest that I will be drawing on your request, and whoever sends the best idea is gonna get this artwork from me wherever they are, whatever part of the world they are. I'll send it for you. But for that, I need to have some sort of, gives that thing thought more time so that I can do a super show. That's the plan. Alright, so gonna give a little detail over her hand. We'll kind of go with the overall flow of the artwork and try not to give too much of detail, leaving it more impressionistic, more sketchy. So this is kind of giving that impression of her hair being too long. It's alright. I'm gonna add more detail towards this feet, and the part that is coming beneath this shin, so then this looks a little above and this looks a little beneath. Yeah, that's fine. I'm gonna blend this with water. I think it's alright that if this leg kind of looks a little elongated, kind of adds more exaggeration to the thought of falling down. Alright, so just a little more shadow. And let's add some color to this part so that it doesn't look that I'm a lazy artist. There's some tones in painting in a contouring way to define shape. Alright, so we are done with that as well. Now let's just darken this line, quickly add some darker tone to the dress. So I think this looks kind of fine. Just need to darken this wing a bit. Just an impression of the other wing being there is what's needed. I'm gonna give too much of detail. I think that's just too much dark. So I'll just try to quickly lighten this up. Shade it. Just an impression. And just a bit of feather there. So yeah, what do you guys think? Show some love if you like this illustration. Also, send me more requests. Alright, also that let's add a few feathers maybe. She's falling. It's a little bit of impression of falling feathers. Also, that you can use if you're depicting things floating around. When you draw them or when you paint them, you can depict movement of certain movement of the environment with those objects, with those elements. So kind of can use them wisely to produce a kind of a feeling of floating or falling. All right, now let's add some noise. With noise, I meant particles or things to define more movement, more flow. So yeah, since we didn't get any requests, I'm gonna draw something that I planned to draw earlier after this. I was thinking kind of skull and I don't know, something to do with skulls. Since the stream got a little darker, I wouldn't mind drawing more dark stuff. Alright, so let's add more detail about some more particles and then we are done. Also, I feel there shouldn't be much of white showing from her body. So I'll just quickly make this darker. And let's add thin lines to depict movement. I'm using this long brush for that. I just take some ink, some color, and give these lines to depict more flow. I mean, this doesn't need to be perfect, it just needs to be there to create this effect of particles and dust and wind. The drier the brush is for this sort of detailing, the better the detail would be. I should use another brush, but I love the thin lines I can achieve just by applying. What the hell is this? All right. Think we are almost done. Attention to my question. What? What are you saying? I don't understand if that is sarcasm or. I don't know what you're saying. I'm sorry. I just tried to paint a fallen devil. It looks more like a fallen angel. That wasn't devil and angel at once. So yeah, man. So I'm waiting for people to give me more requests, but I think they can't hear me. So I'm just giving more detail. Let's add a little more detail over the fingers. Yeah, by detail I just meant putting a little dark tone on top to define. Yeah, and let's do the other hand as well. Just adding a little tone. Since it's watercolor, so it will always be transparent if you keep more water to it, and that kind of gives it layers, which is perfect for every artwork. Even the flattest of those artworks have layers. So layers are important for any kind of expression of art. I mean, there are layers in music, there's layer in story, there's layer in more the layer, better the expression. So layers are important in all sort of creations. So yeah, what do you guys think? Let me know. And how long did I take? So 4:31 and so almost like 30 seconds. Oh, 30 minutes, right? All right, not bad for 30 minutes. Should I add more detail? Or I should start another drawing? I didn't get any more requests, so I don't know. I'll give you guys 10 more seconds to give another request, or I will draw something on my own. And the time starts now. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, no requests. That's all right. What I can do now is add more detail to it. I don't mind doing that. Since no one's requesting anything, I can just make this drawing look, this artwork look a little better. And we are about 39 minutes in, 38 minutes. Just giving it more details because I'm out of requests, and it's kind of helping me to understand more about the idea of falling. The concept of about an angel falling or the devil falling or being helpless and being punished. because in times everyone feels like this, right? I'm not sure if everyone considers themselves as a devil or an angel. That's debate, or a human. But everyone goes through this feeling of falling down. Oh, all right. So we are about like 35 minutes in this artwork. I think I'll start another one. So let me write this down over here. And that's all crap. All right. So here's the little detailed view of the artwork we've done. Let's start another one. So quick break, leave requests. How do I send a message over here? Just a second, guys. Hey, what's up? All right, so did I get any more requests? So no, didn't get any requests. Let's draw something else. draw something dark, more dark stuff. Oh, I have another idea. Why not? Just being dark, drawing dark stuff. I should draw Pennywise. It's kind of too scary, mysterious, messed up. So I'd love to draw something as crazy as him.